All right, so for this video, we're going to implement a simple health system. Now, we're probably going to have to come back and modify this later, but we can kind of put it together. That way we can progress other parts of our game. Just get it prototyped. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create a UI for this. So to do that, we're going to right click the hierarchy, UI, text mesh pro. Then we're going to need to hit when it'll pop up with import TMP essentials. Go ahead and click on that. Now with that text up here, we're going to rename this to be, or we can close the importer actually. Text TMP, we're going to rename this to be health text. And we need to find where that's at. So if you click health text and then hover your mouse over the scene view, hit F, it'll zoom out so you can see your UI. We got to keep zooming out to get there. So with the health text and this rect transform, we're going to hold on Shift and click, and then we're going to anchor this right up here. That way it'll end up being at the top. Then hold on Alt and click and press that. Same spot. This will keep the text anchored at the top left-hand corner of our screen. Then for the position, I'm going to go ahead and move this over a bit and then down as well. So I'll do position X of, let's say 50, and position Y of negative 20. That way it's the top corner of our screen, but there's a little bit of buffer on the edges. And then I'm going to change the text input here to be health, colon, and space. And I'll just leave it as that. Now you could modify the color and size and stuff like that. For now though, I'm going to leave it alone like this. If I press play, we should see health on the top left-hand corner of our screen. And we do. It just doesn't do anything yet. It can't be removed. We can't add health. We actually don't even have health yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new game object. So I'm going to right click in the hierarchy, create empty, and we're going to call this game manager. Now the game manager's job is to, you guessed it, manage the game. I'm going to select the game manager. I'm going to press F to zoom into it. And I don't like that there. So I'm going to reset the position to be 0, 0, 0. And then zoom back in to that game manager. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and rearrange our hierarchy. So I'm going to take game manager. I'm going to drag that up and I'm going to drag it below main camera, not into main camera, below main camera. So you have main camera, game manager, global light 2D. I'm going to grab the Cinemachine camera and drag that below main camera as well. And I'll take the event system and drag that below the Cinemachine. So the order of these 5 don't really matter that much as like we want them above player character and grid. And I'm also going to take canvas and drag that up here as well. I'll put that above player character. These 5 or these 6 things aren't really in the game so much as they're managing parts of the game. So having these up to the side is probably a good bet. We need to create a script for our game manager. So I'll go to my assets folder, go to scripts, right click, create mono behavior script, and I'll call this game manager. Now with that created, before I even begin to work on it, I'm going to go ahead and, before I forget, go to my game manager, add component. I'm going to add in that script because I will forget about it if I don't do it now. All right, so with our game manager script open, we need to create some variables. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a serialized field for a private int player health. I'm going to set that to 3. I want to be able to see the player health in the editor and maybe edit the max health, but I don't want this to be edited by other scripts. I then want to create another serialized field. Now the type, this is going to be private as well. The type is going to be text mesh pro UGUI. And this will be the health text. We want to create a reference for us to be able to attach our health UI element into our script. So with Unity open, I'm going to go to my game manager and take a look and see, all right, I have player health there. I have health text. I'm going to go to my canvas, get my health text and drag that there. So that's connected. Doesn't do anything yet. Let's go and fix that. Inside of our start function, let's go ahead and just make sure that the connection works. So I'll do health text dot text is equal to quotation marks health colon space. Then outside the quotation marks, I'll do plus, and I'll get the player health dot to string. So this takes our integer player health, converts it to a string, and then concatenates it or adds it to the health string. So this should display in our game health colon 3. So let's go to Unity and test it out. Health 3, great. So we now have a game manager that will display the character's health. Now by itself, this isn't the most useful because we don't have anything for gaining health or losing health. But we also don't have anything that can kill the player yet. So we don't have anything to take away health. We can go ahead and create a trap. So for this, I'm going to go into my asset folder, sprites, and let's go Castle Dungeon Pack, tile set. And if you chose to use this as your tile set, you already have this part done. But I'm going to go ahead and click the tile set. And I want the spikes that are here. So I'm going to set the pixels per unit to be 16. Filter mode to be point, no filter. Click apply. Open sprite editor. And take what's here and then hit delete on the key. The delete key to remove all this. And then I'll go to slice by cell count or cell size. And we'll do 16 by 16 with cell size. Click slice. Then click apply and we cut up the tile set. Again, if you already had that cut out, then easy enough, you have those spikes already. I'm going to take the spike up and drag that into my scene. And now I have a sprite. I'll take this and I'm going to go ahead and just rename this just spikes. And then from there, I'll go to add component. I want to add in a collider. So I'll do a box collider. And then finally, we need to set this to be a trigger. So we're going to set the collision for this to be a trigger. That way we're not like running into it. So I'll press play and I want to be able to run. Right now I want to run through it because it's just a trigger. But I want to change it. I want to write the script to have us like lose health. And we're going to go ahead and do that in the next video. Thanks.